What is up, bros and broettes? I am Inkslasher, and welcome to another episode of Versus. This is a series where we, generally speaking, put two weapons head-to-head to see which one is better and make you a better Call of Duty player. The question I've been getting asked more than anything lately is, are we going to be comparing weapon variants, epic variants, and all of that? And the answer to that is 100% yes. I just have to wait until I get all of the stats for the weapon variant so I can actually do a complete comparison. As of right now, I don't have all the stats for all the variants. As soon as I have those, we'll start doing epic variants and all of that stuff, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. Until then, today we're going to be looking at two SMGs, the first of which is the ERAD. The ERAD is one of the first weapons you unlock in the game versus another SMG, the Karma-45, and this is definitely the most requested two weapons that you guys wanted to see compared on the last video, so let me know down in the comment section below which two weapons you'd like to see compared in a future video. So guys, as always, let me know before we get into the stats and all of that crap, what weapon you think is actually going to be better, and we'll see by the end of the video if you're right, if you're wrong, all of that kind of stuff. But as always, let's start off by looking at the damage profile for these two weapons, and it starts off already being very interesting because both of these weapons have the exact same damage profile: 30 damage up close, 23 at mid-range, and 19 at long range, both of which are ranging from a 4 to a 6 bullet kill. So we can't give out any points based on that for either of the weapons. However, one thing that is definitely not the same on these two weapons, and I think it's pretty obvious to see just when trying out these two weapons, is the fire rate. The fire rate on the ERAD is an 810 RPM fire rate, where the fire rate on the Karma-45 is a 769 fire rate. It's not a massive difference between the two weapons, however, that is a big deal, and for that, the ERAD is going to get +1 point and take the lead. The area where the Karma actually makes up for this deficit is in the range. So the Karma drops off from a 4 to a 5 bullet kill at 15 meters, whereas the ERAD drops off at 12 meters. However, both weapons drop off from a 5 to a 6 bullet kill at 20 meters. So what this means is with the Karma, you are going to have a little bit longer of a 4 bullet kill range. So you get a little bit more range on the Karma. Not a massive amount, but a little bit. So for that, the Karma is going to get +1 point. So with all of these stats, we actually have enough information to come up with a definitive time to kill for these two weapons, and it just so turns out that the ERAD has a better time to kill except for 3 meters. Between 12 and 15 meters, the Karma will have a better time to kill, but every other range, so between 1 to 12 and 15 and on, the ERAD is going to have a better time to kill, and that's an absolutely huge deal, and it's noticeable. If you ever just get in a completely fair gunfight between the Karma and the ERAD will come out on top. So because of that, the ERAD's going to get +1 point and take the lead. The next thing we're going to look at here is the aim down sight time, and both weapons have the exact same aim down sight time of 0.23 seconds. Now, it's interesting because every single SMG in the game actually has that exact same aim down sight time, that 0.23 seconds. However, one stat that is definitely not the same between these two weapons is the magazine size. The magazine size on the Karma is a 42 round magazine, which is just incredible. Like, that's a really large magazine for an SMG, and the ERAD's magazine is a 30 round magazine. So for that, the Karma is going to get +1 point and once again tie it up. So where this gets really interesting is when we look at the reload speed. So the reason why this is interesting, so the ERAD's reload speed is 2.7 seconds. Now the Karma's reload speed, there's actually two options. So first of all, if you fire more than 21 bullets, you have to actually reload both of the Karma's magazines. This reload speed will take about 2.8 seconds. However, if you shoot less than 21 bullets, you only have to reload one of your magazines, and you reload in about 2.2 seconds, which is 0.5 seconds faster than the ERAD. So in one situation, you're reloading slower than the ERAD, and in one situation, you're reloading much faster than the ERAD. So I don't really know where you want to give out points for that. Maybe just keep it in mind. I don't think one's necessarily better than the other. The ERAD's going to be a little bit more consistent. However, if you're really staying on top of your reloads with the Karma's going to be reloading faster all the time. So similarly with that, when we look at accuracy, we see the same kind of thing. So personally, I think the iron sights on the ERAD are just a little bit better. However, both weapons have very, very low recoil, and they're both very easy to manage, even at a long range. So I can't really give out any points for that. As far as accuracy, it's just going to come down to personal preference difference to decide which one you actually like better. And I think that's really going to come down to overall which weapon you're going to like better, because there is no more stats that we can give out between these two weapons. And this is really interesting to me because I thought the Karma was going to blow the ERAD out of the water. I much prefer to use the Karma. Really, I have no reason behind it, but this just goes to show that the stats don't always necessarily support what you think is better. So as far as the stats go, I think I would have to give the win to the ERAD. The reason why I say that is because having a better time to kill at almost every single range in the game is such a huge plus for the ERAD. It's a massive, massive bonus for that weapon, and because of that simple reason, I think I would have to give the win to the ERAD. However, I could definitely see someone arguing the fact that they like having a bigger magazine, and on top of that, also having a little bit more of a 4-bullet kill range. That's where SMGs are going to be used most of the time. I could see that argument being used as well. However, as far as time to kill wise goes, the ERAD is going to reign supreme, and when these two weapons are going to get in a gunfight head to head, 90% of the time, I'm going to say the ERAD's going to win, simply because of that better time to kill. So for that, I'm going to give the win to the ERAD. However, numbers-wise, they were at a tie. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Which weapon do you think was better? Did you change your mind after you saw all the stats? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed and like what you saw, it'd be fantastic if you'd hit that subscribe button. I upload new Call of Duty videos every single day of the week. We got lots of great Call of Duty videos coming out later this week, so stay tuned for that. Also, you can check out my Twitch, Twitter, all of that crap down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, peace out.